Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Lucas and today we want to build something like this in Framer. So basically we have different types of brands. They can be CMS collections or they can be different brands in one CMS collection. For example, here we have this block, Celestia, Cosmos, etc. So these are all going to be different items in a CMS collection. And once you click on one, like for example, I click on the story one, it takes me here to this like installation guide where we have 4 different categories on the left. And then under each category, we have different titles that basically takes you to each section where there's going to be a formatted text about each title. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do this all with dynamic CMS in Framer. So what we do is we go to Framer, we have our project, let's call this like installation guide, and it's going to be here. So what we want to do is obviously I always open the different viewports, and in this case let's just do the home page. So we're going to have the home page, and let me just delete this for now so that I can do this from scratch with you guys. So we have a CMS. Let me just delete my CMS, and so we have a home page, right? And this is going to be the dashboard where we have all our different brands. And then what we want to do is that for each brand, we want to have a CMS collection, right? So we're going to add a block. And then here we can just put brands, and we can leave this as categories. And then we can go back here. Let's just delete this thing over here. Delete. And what we want to do is we want to make a new CMS page for the brand. So detail page for the brand. So this is going to be the detail page. This is where we're going to have the thing on the left and the thing on the right. Right, so let's just keep that in mind. Let me just format this really quick for everyone here. And I will include this particular page in the description below as a remix link, so you can, download it and follow it however you want. So we have this stack. We're going to remove the max, or we're going to remove the max width. We're going to keep this as fill. And then we're going to have several stacks underneath. Let's just delete this for now. We're gonna have stack 1, stack 2. This one is gonna be like this. And here in this stack is gonna be all the content, right? So we're gonna have the different content in here. Let's actually delete this stuff. Delete this link. And we don't need a link. What we need here is content. Let's just set to content for now. So this is just some random content that we got from our CMS, and let's remove this. Okay, and then over here on the left is going to be basically the different categories, right? So what we want to do is we want to keep this. This is kind of like the name of the brand. We want to make this maybe fill width. Let's remove this max width thing. And let's make everything start at the top. So we got this. So maybe align this left. And there's a gap here. Let's reduce that gap. Let's make it like that. And now what we want to do is we want to introduce our category. So in our home page, let's do the following. Let's take a screenshot of how our homepage looks like. So we need something like this. Doesn't have to be the whole thing, but just enough to follow along. And then for the brands page, let's go back home. Well, why does it look weird now? It's supposed to be going down. Interesting. Okay. Okay, there we go. So let me go back to the home and bring this screenshot. Boom. Framer. Paste. So we have the screenshot here, and then let's go back to our brands page and introduce the other screenshot. So we have installation. framer back here. Okay. So we have each category name is going to be the title, right? So we're going to have the category name. So what I can do is I can introduce a collection of the categories, go like this, put this here, make sure that it goes under the title, like this. Let's make this left aligned. So we have this for now. And what we want to do is we want to add, so for each, so these are the different titles. How many categories do we have? We have 4 categories. So why is it only showing 2? Let's see. Okay, because this specific product only links to these 2. So that's another good thing to keep in mind, right? So for every, so what we want to do is the following. Well, I mean, before we start thinking of advanced things, advanced filters and all this dynamic CMS, it's good that we already have a base, right? We have a base page. Now let's go home and let's do the same here. Let's add a text. Let's call this first brands. Let's make this desktop fit the content. Perfect. So we got this. Let's put this into its own little stack by right-clicking and going like this. Let's add a certain height to this stack for beginners. So let's put a stack here. Let's call this title. And then underneath the title, let's add the different brands, right? So we have plus collections brands. Now we're going to have all of the brands. So title, let's put brands underneath. There we go. And this has to go like this. And this has to be fit content. There we go. And we want to make this left aligned. And let's make the brands go to the right, horizontal. Perfect. So we got the stack that holds it. Now this stack is going to have a few padding, like something like this. This is going to be set to start. Let's make this left aligned. Let's give this a nice little gap. And for each one of these brand ones, let's give it a nice little padding everywhere with a border color of around 10 pixels and a radius of around 20. Perfect. So we got kind of our brands going. We obviously don't have as many as they do, but you know, we got some brands. Let's just duplicate the stack. Let's maybe add this into another stack called brands. And this brands one is going to have a padding as well of around 20. And we're going to also add a nice little border, 10 pixels, also a little radius. And then we're going to add this brands. We're going to have to add a type of nav bar. I suggest always using these free nav bars, especially from Compa. You can get like a free nav bar. Let's do that. Let's put that up here. Perfect. So let's put the nav bar above. And then what we want to do is we want to put these into a stack. So we have another special stack. And yeah, and then this stack. Well, we have the background. Okay, so basically another stack here. And add a little bit of a padding everywhere. And boom, we're looking, looks like we have something good. Okay, and then this stack can be, I don't know, viewport height and starting at the start. And then we have something good. Perfect. For this, let's just make sure that this is fill width. And here we want to make the width of this set to fill. This as well. Whoops. This individual one, we would want to set it to fill. Actually, yeah, fill, and then this height, fit content. I'm just trying to make it nice and responsive. Should be going down. I don't know why it's not doing it, but it should be going down. But let's not worry about this for now. Maybe what we can do is for this, we can kind of set it a grid. And for this one, we can put it down. And then again, we can just delete this stack and duplicate this one. Or something like that. Yeah, perfect. So now we have a grid for tablet and a stack going down for the mobile. Looks pretty good. Okay, so we got this hero section done. We got these different test brands. They're not really brands, they're just like article pages. But now what we can do is we can go to our brand page. We have our get started. We can even put like a little frame here next to get started. And let's make sure that it is next to get started. No, let's put it like this. Let's put these two together, add a stack. Make this like this, and let's make the set variable to image. And we want to add some nice radius. Let's make this stack get a padding on everywhere. I don't know, something like this, right? I would say with this one too. So we have paddings everywhere. Okay, and then we're gonna have the different categories. So what we can do is we can put the categories here, like it is here, but then we need underneath a collection for the brands, because for the brands I want to make, if we go here, I want to make a new fields, right? So we're gonna have plain text. Let's put a divider, and then we're gonna have a plain text, and this is gonna be cat 1 title, and then we're gonna add a formatted text. Cat 1 content. So what I want to do here is that each one is going to have a title and a content, and why doesn't it show? Cat 1 title, cat 1 content. Okay, so it's going to have a title saying like test, and then this is going to be the test content. All right, so then we have our test title, our test content. Now what I want to do is I want to test this. So if we go here, we have our category, and now I want to add a CMS collection brands and put it inside of my category. Actually, put it inside. There we go. We can do it. So what I want to do is I want to add a filter to this. So I want this to be brands collection, and I want this to be no image. Actually, first let's style this to go down like this. Like this. Let's make this darker so we can tell the difference. And maybe a little bit larger and bolder. Perfect. And then this is going to be this content is going to be not the title, but variable content one title. So this is going to be a little bit problematic now because we have to kind of link this this text here to this title somehow. So we have a category title, and we need to link this subcategory title to this specific category title. Now, actually, I think that in order for us to better understand everything, we should rename these titles a little bit better. So we can call it installation, upgrade, and cheat sheet. So if we were to go here, let's do that. So I've replaced the CMS titles of this categories collection to installation, upgrade, and cheat sheet. And now we can go back and see installation, upgrade. So this getting started product has these two. If we were to go down here, this one only has one. If we were to go here, it has one. And if we were to go here, it has two as well. So that's also a good way to, navigate through your different CMS. Now what I want to do is I want to actually do something else. Instead of doing this with the brand, what we can do is we can add different text, and we can actually and we can like replace the text so that let me see how we can do this one. So we have this one, manual installation. I'm going to write manual installation here. Okay, so let's just remove this. Let me write manual installation. So, and let me style this in a way that it's going to be different. Maybe making it like this, and maybe making it a little bit grayer. So like this, and reducing the stack, the gap. Sorry. So this is one way of doing it, and me like duplicating it, and then we have three different options for this one. But then you're going to see that the second one, because we're styling we're styling this default CMS collection, it's gonna also take the titles for these other ones, right? And we don't want that. So we want this to be separate. So what I can do is I can filter this by the category name. So, and add, so field title contains installation. So it's only going to have this one. And then what I can do is I can do the filter with the visibility. So visible, set visible if the category is set. So then we can duplicate this, and we can, what's our other category called? Upgrade. So this one is going to be content, set variable to category title. And we're going to have to filter this. Categories included in category. And we have to find the other filter. Add, choose, title, contains, upgrade. Right? And then for this stack, for this particular one, actually, why can't we just move it here? No, okay. Let me just try to organize this in a better way. So upgrade. It doesn't have any content underneath because, well, there's no content here. Let's delete this. So we have title, content. Actually, let me do this again. Something went wrong. Duplicate this. This is going to be the installation one. It's going to be upgrade. And this will be different. So very brands page. Okay, then we have to like basically replace this. So let me just do this, and this will be, what's the next one? Cheat sheet. Okay, upgrade and cheat sheet. So this doesn't have the cheat sheet, I guess. Cheat sheet. So getting started, let me see. Getting started has installation and upgrade, so it doesn't have cheat sheet. Okay, that's good to know. And then these will have to link to those other titles. Okay. So it's a little bit complicated, this, but it's getting there. Let me see how the other ones look like. So it has cheat sheet. How would this look like if, okay, it would go to the top, perfect. So this is a good way of doing it. We're almost there. Now let me try to go back to my brands. And what I want to do is I want to go edit fields, and I want to duplicate these things. So, and we're going to call this category 2 title, and we're going to call this duplicate. No, sorry. Oh yeah, I mean, we're going to duplicate it anyways. Category 3 title. So for each one, we're going to have a different. So this can be category, sorry, this is going to be category 1, title 2. This is going to be category 1, title 3. And then we got to go category 1, duplicate category 1, content 2, duplicate category 1, content 3. And then we're going to add another divider. And we're going to basically repeat this for the other. So this is going to be for category 1. And then we're going to repeat it for category 2 and category 3. All right, so I basically did that here. So this is all the category 1 content, category 2 content, category 3. And now let's just put in some test stuff. So this is going to be a title. And then this is going to be like some random text, a second title, random text. And then let's just put like some random text everywhere. So let's actually make it more a third title. Random stuff. Oops. Random stuff. Blah blah blah. A new thing. I'm just trying to populate this. A third thing. So that we can link this all at the end. So title, a blue guy, a red person. Okay, so we got that one going. So if we're to go here, what we can do, this is going to stay, and then these are going to be linked to the titles. So content, set variable, so this is going to be brands page, category 1 title. This is going to be content, brands page, category 2 title. So yeah, this is basically it. Let me actually go and give this brand all of the the different ones so that we can set a default thing for everything. So category 1, title 3. This is going to be set variable. Category 2, title 1. Content, set variable. Category 2, title 2. Content, set variable. Category 2, title 3. And then so on and so forth. So this is going to be category 3, title 1. Category 3, title 2. And then the last one, category 3, title 3. So yeah, this is basically it. And now what we want to do is we want to link this content to the so this is going to be, let's call this title, and it won't be linked to the content, it will be linked to the category title 1, and then we got to duplicate, and then this will be something else. This will be content, basically like that. And let's maybe style it a little bit more like this. So this is going to be one stack, which would be category 1, and basically for each category you just duplicate it all, or we can just actually put like title 1 and duplicated title 2, and then what we do is we replace this with let's just go like this, category 1, title 2, and this is going to be content, category 1, content 2, and we want this to be actually together in a nice way. So we have this, let's actually put this in a stack that would go down, and this stack would be with fill. Perfect. So basically the goal is just to like populate it all, right? Let's just you know, think that this is all populated, right? If we were to go here, this is all scrollable, right? So let's just change that. Let's make this stack here on the left, let's make it position sticky, and let's set the overflow to visible for this parent layer and for this parent layer. So that means that it's going to look like this, right? Now, what else? Another thing that we can do is we can actually, you know, fit the content of this, make it much shorter than it is. Or we can make it fixed, something like this, so that the content has a little bit more space. And yeah, so that's one way of doing it. And then so we can go like scroll now like this. So this is basically it. We have our different things, and now what we want to do is we want to maybe set a scroll section to these different parts. So we want to put this C1. So this is going to be category 1, T1. This is going to be C1, T2, right? Well, did I put that to this? Oh, sorry. It has to be to the top one. So this one. Scroll section C1, T2. This is going to be another scroll section C1, T3. And then here, scroll section C1, T4. Oh, this is actually another, this is going to be C2, T1. And then it's basically like that until it's over, right? And then what we want to do is that, let me actually put a random one over here. So this is going to be like C3, 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 T3, C3, T3. And then what we can do is we can add for each one of these a link to Ranslug and add a scroll section to this particular section, right? So if I were to press play, it would scroll down to this section. So yeah, that's basically it. That's kind of like without any design, you know, just doing the whole logic in Framer, how it would work like. So you have this, it takes you to this page, and you want to click on the red person part, and let's make sure that actually this this guy is that one, so we can actually link it to content. It wouldn't be titled category 1, title 2. It would be category 3, content 3. Oh, not content 3, sorry. It would be category 3, title 3, a red person. So now we can actually see it. Boom, it's there. So that's basically it. Some of them are going to have all titles. Some of them won't. Like this one actually doesn't have anything. But this one, for example, has one. And you don't see anything because we didn't add any content yet. But once you add content to all of these things, it's going to start automatically popping. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to add the remixing below so you can grab it for yourselves and use it for your own product. So if you like this product, please let me know. If not, please let me know in the comments what can be improved. And yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.